Good evening. I am Reginald Ignatius III, and you have stumbled across the Latency Lounge. You lucky devil. Tonight's billing sees a conversation of at least 30 minutes at length, discussing video games, live music from the Ice-T fanatics. It's sure to entertain. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the sultry tones of Kieran, John, Daniel, and Nathan as they guide you through the night. I do hope you'll stick around. Good morning, Latency Lounge!
God damn, that was so loud.
It was good, I liked it.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Top
How are we doing on the front lines of podcasting warfare?
We really are on the cutting edge, the bleeding edge of podcasting.
This is some fucking, concept shit. No one's done this before.
High concept.
Yeah.
High concept.
I wouldn't say highbrow, but high concept.
No, low brow,
Concepts,
high
there is
concept.
No one else has this possible idea of a podcast anyway.
Lowbrow, high concept, low bar.
You know, I bet there is people that film their podcasts in a bar.
Yeah,
Like
but
us.
they don't have the lore to it. We have
Lore has a tendency of establishing itself over time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which we didn't do here.
No, we're taking shortcuts.
We could write a book.
This is real. This is entirely real. We've always been here, and as you know, loyal listeners who are all cunts and we don't care about. We're in the Latency Lounge, which is a gay bar. It is in limbo. It features the band the Ice-T Fanatics, as Reginald Ignatius III will have told you. And we're here every week because we're stuck here. Well, at least three of us are. For one of us managed to find a way out last 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
And
a door.
It's not the
You
same
can
though.
leave.
which no one else can see. So, riddle me this.
Do I just go through a wall for you?
Is John the grand architect of the Latency Lounge?
This is where there's going to be an end episode where it all conspires with all of us on a journey, and at the end of it is John. And he's waiting. He's waiting.
I am what waits at the end of the tunnel. I am what comes after.
We better remember this.
Yeah.
It's going to be important in 2 years.
We have to write a script for the final episode that all just leads to John somehow.
It becomes a...
It'll be
this beer is grainy. What have you put in this mic?
Grain.
It's never going to be
Oh, God. I don't know about that mic. Jesus.
I heard it's crabs.
Like the disease, or...
Yeah.
I got crabs in my mouth.
You got a nest.
Would you rather have...
You could eat crabs, I think.
Oh, me tonsils. You could eat crabs.
Yeah,
Like, the disease or crabs?
the disease.
That's what I was about to ask. Would you rather have the disease crabs or physical
Eat some
crabs?
crab.
Or actual crabs in your trousers?
And your... No, in your beer.
Your beer.
Yeah.
I'd take
Actual
crabs in my
crabs.
beer.
I mean, it's
Not
just
the
lice.
disease.
Not the disease, no, I'd take
Not
a
the
crab
disease.
in my beer any day.
Yeah.
Like a little cocktail.
So you'd rather get, are you saying that you'd rather get an STD in your,
No, I was
in your
just...
beer?
I maybe thought the idea of someone might be like... The sexual transmitted disease maybe that.
There is, Mike does do a special cocktail where there is, it's called the snapper, where there is tiny little crabs on the end of the cocktail stick.
I'll tell you what I do like in my beer. Beer.
Foamy head.
Because Mike offered, while we were away, Mike offered us this VR experience where it said they could take us to any European city in the world, in Europe.
Yes.
And we chose Prague.
Czech
Prague.
Republic. I would
In
say
Czech
that
Republic,
the
and-
beer there was cheaper, but I'd enjoy it here better than I do.
If you want
I
horny,
drank more of it.
horny communist museums,
Mm-hmm.
go to Prague.
It was good.
I'd nice
Or,
agriculture.
a virtual reality representation of Prague, from what I understand.
It was just based on stuff that he'd actually read in those, the little top 10 things to do in insert city here that you get in
Because Mike, despite it being a gay bar, very fascist.
Oh yeah.
Like very
Huge.
like art and his drug use. Surprising. His
There is always an overlap somewhere,
true.
and it's what makes life interesting and beautiful.
I'm pretty sure he
It's
only.
got a little bit of fascist.
The contradictions.
I'm pretty sure the only reason that it is a gay bar is because the music that he plays is something that you would have heard in gay bars in the 1980s.
I thought it was a tax thing.
And people, I think people,
He gets tax relief.
they get tax
in Limbo
breaks.
for it being a gay bar.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you can hide more money
Yeah.
in the
In the
boys'
crevices.
strippers.
Oh, well, I mean, I was gonna say, less holes on a male stripper than a female stripper.
It depends.
How tightly you wrap the
Here
nose.
counting here.
Actually, no. This is up for discussion, right?
Right.
Would you say that there's less holes in a male than a female?
Well, yeah, because women in their vagines have a pee hole and a sex hole, right?
I thought they've got three. I think they've got 3 holes. Actually.
Or a birth hole and
Yeah.
a sex hole.
Yeah.
Touche.
They've got 3 holes in the.
In the vagina.
Well, the vagina
Two
is
holes.
is one thing.
We should know more about it.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, well, in sex education, while women were learning about themselves, we were learning about wet dreams and shit. Like,
Yeah.
why have I woken up with cum in my pants?
Why have I woken up with cum in my pants? We all woke up here with
Look,
cum in
you
our
were visited by
pants.
the cum
With
fairy.
sperm.
It happens.
There is
sometimes.
there is actually a vending machine in the corner with pre-cummed pants.
Can you please? Is this fluttering atop our cocktails? It is none other than the cum fairy.
The cum
Come to
fairy.
visit us.
He's come to
Just
bless your
nice
pants,
frothy
your
ejaculate.
pantaloons, your boxers, your pajama.
Hello, cum fairy. How are you?
You know what?
The
I'm not
sugar
okay.
cum fairy.
Come, my lady.
You know how many pants I have to come every week?
How many pants you have to cum?
Every week.
I was gonna say cum is a verb now, but it is a verb.
Yeah, but also it's an adjective.
Cool.
Verb.
Cum.
Is cum an adjective? Cummy pants.
It's probably a noun, actually.
I want to dig more into this. I do this a lot. I throw people under the bus with improv. Show me more cum fairy, please.
Just
Alright.
go on, come on.
For our audiovisualers, imagine a large man.
Large in the fairy community. He's
Yes,
considered
it's a
large.
fairy.
Mhm.
With tiny wings and a big cigar.
I don't like these.
Not
genders.
unlike what?
I feel like the cum fairy. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
Do you really think the cum fairy would be like
Cum
an
Jerry.
alien?
His
Also,
name is Jerry.
now
Yeah,
you
Jerry
think
the cum fairy.
I know
Be a
you.
lady.
I know what you're thinking. Since he's a cum fairy, you'd think he'd be packing a huge hog. He's actually got one of the. He's like a Greek statue, but his balls are fucking massive because of all the cum.
No, he doesn't provide the cum.
No, but he has a lot of cum himself.
Wait, okay,
Yeah, it is
sorry.
cum sack.
Oh.
Oh, his cum. His
Wait,
cum
so
sack.
he provides cum. He doesn't.
No, but
take
his cum sack obviously hangs from where a normal person.
No, that would be
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
disgusting.
it does. He walks about. He drags his balls behind him.
It's around the side, like a fanny pack.
Yeah, but he
on the
has to
side.
do. He has to
He
do
has
that
to
because
unzip
otherwise
the cum
he'd just
bag.
be kicking his cum-filled balls for the whole time. So he has to
You're
put
the
it
one
in the back.
suggesting
Yeah,
that.
you're
has to put it in the-
suggesting it.
Yeah, he has to put it at the back like a snail's
You're like
shell.
the fucking Tories and the Whigs. You've switched sides.
Yeah.
What?
This roundaboutism. Fucking.
Right. So cum fairy Jerry.
Cum fairy Jerry.
Cum
yeah.
fairy
That's
Jerry.
my name from the
Cum
bureau.
Visit is
fairy
who?
Jerry, yeah,
Who does
just
he
cum
visit?
fairy
I
Jerry.
visit all.
You. We're talking to Jerry now.
Oh,
Give him a
fucking
voice.
make it clear. Yeah, I'm from the bureau.
What, Jerry?
Yeah, shut up.
No, I'm interacting. I'm speaking his language.
It's not a language, it's an accent, sir.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Very.
So, Jerry, you
Just
give...
unsensitive.
Sorry, I didn't get clarification. You give or you take the cum?
Both, sir.
Both.
Yes, we take a tax on all comes, of course, okay?
Comes.
A cum tax.
That's it. Is that
Yes,
it?
a cum tax. We take about.
So that's a
5 to
comes
10%
is a
of
pl-
that.
is the
That's quite
plural
low.
of cum. I'm guessing.
You're quite low taxers.
Yeah, but there's a lot of cum in the world.
Wait, is there many of you, Jerry?
Yeah, there's a whole bureau.
A bureau?
A
There's a
bureau.
bureaucracy of cum fairies.
Well, there is bureaucracy, but we call ourselves the bureau.
The
Instead
bureau.
of red tape, it's white tape.
White tape.
No, it's still red tape.
It
That's
doesn't
not
always
that's
set
not
that
healthy
far.
cum.
Yeah, you gotta get checked
No,
out.
it's,
Yeah, man.
it's white rope.
That's like
It's
a
not tape.
UTI of some. Of some
Are you
form.
trying to explain my job to me, sir?
Yeah, we're jobs planning.
We're
Cumsplaining.
mansplaining the fairy.
We're cumsplaining.
I take from those who have too much, and I give to those in need.
Okay, so the impotents. You give to the impotent.
I give to all.
Did you have any hand in the sort in Viagra? Was there any sort of cum fairy citizens assembly for Viagra?
This is the point in the episode where we would like to invite everyone to go back to the start and start a cum counter of how many times we say the word cum.
Why would there be a citizens' assembly of cum fairies?
To
It's a job, sir. It's a title.
okay.
I'm not
so
I am just a fairy.
you're not a born cum fairy.
I mean, some people are
Cum
raised
is
into it by their parents.
Right.
It is a pretty noble
It's
profession.
kind of like the Rock and the Tooth Fairy. Where
Right.
like, they are like designated. Like they grow up and they become.
their
they
role
get-
is designated from birth.
Yeah, I think. Or they get
Oh
like.
no, because that would be the same thing as being
Bred into
Yeah.
cum fairiness.
No, it comes from random selection.
Do you have a union? I feel like you'd have
So it's like a
union.
lottery.
Oh, I wish. I wish we had a union.
Unionize the cum fairies. Get that trending on Twitter.
You aren't making it easy to explain my profession.
Right, okay, so, you're not born into it, so you come from a race of fairies. Like, there's just fairies in general.
Yeah.
Is there, like,
You've not heard of the tooth fairy?
Is there a-
the urine fairy?
a Venn
How
diagram?
do you think people
Did
pee
you-
their pants? And
Wait, you're not
in the middle of
separate
the-
species of fairy. Are we all one?
Is it like
I
a,
find that very reductive.
is it a Venn diagram of fairies who enjoy cum, and then cum fairies in the middle?
I think we're reading too much into it. I feel like it's just.
We tend to remove cum fairies who enjoy cum too much from the.
Oh, so
they
it's
tend to encumsel,
it's like
embezzle.
a HR department for the cum fairies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to weed out the ones who are getting off.
Now that's the bureaucracy.
But wait, if you're getting off on collecting cum, surely you're just producing
Who
more.
said we were getting off and getting?
Well, why are you weeding them out then if they're enjoying it too much? What-
Because it's unprofessional.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jerry, for this short interview.
I feel like I've explained nothing about what I actually do.
Oh, you have. Well, yeah. You say you take and you give cum and you tax cum. What do you do with the cum?
We give it back.
So it's a cyclical cum cycle.
Yeah. It's a cumsicle, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Do you have like daisies?
No.
All right. Okay.
None that I would.
That's a dead end.
Not a unanimous day, okay?
Okay.
Everyone has their own religions, of course, and their
Mm.
own beliefs, you know.
Okay.
So
Very good.
it would be improper of me to say that there is any one day.
So is it like a you said you wanted to unionize, so I assume there's sort of like a capitalist hierarchy to the company.
Oh yeah, we work for wages, and we make a lot
What do you
less
get
than
paid
upper
then?
management.
Don't say cum.
That's why you've got such a full sack.
How dare you? We are paid in teeth, sir.
Oh right, so there's a give and take between the tooth fairies and the cum fairies.
Well, they're the best way of exchanging currencies from your
You
world.
would think it
into
would be
hang on.
something
currencies from our world.
genital related,
I
like at least
feel
like
like-
pubes or.
Cum coin.
I feel right. So you know,
Pube
Yeah,
fairies
it's
are
it's crypto, it's cum coin.
we're getting a little gross, but when you're younger and you don't know how to clean yourself quite so well, and then you start to get
Ah,
dick cheese.
fucking
Are-
smegma.
Are the cum fairies on strike at those times because of the build up in cum?
We are not responsible for personal hygiene. That's on you.
But if you collect the cum, then also what do you do with the living beings in the cum? Are they already dead? Do you bury them? Because surely they die upon ejaculation.
Well, that's what makes all the iPhones and that.
Sweatshops are populated entirely
By semen.
by
Look, if we
My
buried
fucking
every
sperm.
single potential life that was in a gallon or any volume of cum.
Can you imagine looking just at
I've
a
become
gallon of cum?
uncomfortable with how close Jerry is leading it to for his explanation on cum fairies. He's really in my face with this. Sorry, Daniel.
I was just thinking, like, can you just imagine looking just at like a vat, just like a gallon of cum? I'm just picturing it in my head, and
That's a lot of
it's a
cum.
lot of cum.
Do you have cum storage?
Do you have
Yeah,
like
we have the strategic reserve.
This is like no one is listening.
I don't know why
What
they
the
would.
fuck is going on?
You brought this upon yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Jerry. I really want to know more. We gotta get you back on, Jerry the Cum Fairy.
You know, I don't think I want to come back.
You gotta come back because
That's
Cum
the first
Fairies
time-
always
Oh,
make a
That's the
comeback.
first time Jerry said he was going to come anywhere.
Jerry, if you're wait, hang on. Can Cum Fairies leave the Latency Lounge on will? Like, are they sort of trans-dimensional beings?
Yeah, we go for the vents.
So the vents are the connecting portals between.
Oh, every vent, every air vent you can find has an additional side vent
Right.
that leads to kind of a grand nexus of vents. That's how all the
It's
fairies
kind of
get
like
around.
Dark. That show Dark, where they go through the portal, the cave.
We don't get Netflix and fairies.
Okay, sure. Okay, so well, we
We
know.
do get conflicts.
I can see the vents. Can you guys see the vents?
I believe I can see some vents. I like
Yeah.
like old grates or more.
Right. Well, we have
Yeah.
we have a way out of here at least. We don't have
Well,
to.
I mean,
It's not like we're going to
you
use
guys
it.
are kind of the wrong
That's for
size
the
for
end
this.
episode.
You'll be fine. I love how you've got this plot running through your
I've
head.
been sat thinking this for a while now.
Right. So what you're saying, Jerry the Cum Fairy, is that
You
The-
go to the comfort.
there is a
that's all I
way
can-
out of here, and it's through the vents.
Well, I mean, there's the door.
Is it like a
You
really
can see the door too.
Yeah, the door.
Wait,
feel
the
like
door,
there's
the
a
door,
link.
wait, the door opens.
I mean, I came for the vents, and I haven't. No one's come in, so I assume it's a door. It opens, right? But
I don't know.
I haven't seen it personally.
We all see a different door.
Yeah, doors are all different.
So we don't trust going through there to find where we need to go. But these vents, they seem important.
Oh yeah, they lead to the Grand Nexus. You can, I mean, vents. It's the airflow between worlds, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to the fairy world. You can get to the bunny world. Easter bunny. That's not a
Bunny
fairy.
World. I'm down for Bunny World.
Bunny world, like a Playboy world.
You won't be welcome there, sir.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you, Jerry the Cum Fairy.
Thank you for that knowledge.
If I'm not
Jerry.
mistaken,
I
there's
actually
a
had a lot more I wanted to say. but-
okay.
Okay, I'll go.
If you want to stay,
No, I actually have stuff to be doing.
there's a room over there. I'm sure you know about where Mike.
The back
allows-
room, yeah.
Yeah, maybe go in there. I'm sure there's plenty of cum.
There's something wrong with his cup.
Something wrong with his cum. What are you?
I don't know. The up high say we're
feel-
not allowed to accept any of
I
it.
think we've stumbled across some bad tidings in this place. Like Mike is fascist and Mike has
It's
bad
bad
cum.
cum.
We don't call it bad cum per
Just
se.
pure quality cum.
Quality doesn't come into it.
It's
Comes
just
with a
sort of
danger
like
symbol on it. Just
Yeah.
fucking skull and crossbones in the jaw.
there's something
Yeah, that's the symbol we use. Skull and crossbones.
something abyssal to his cum. Something
Otherworldly.
eldritch
Yeah.
to his cum. Okay, we'll keep that in
Anyway,
mind.
with that omen of bad tidings into the vents.
See you later, Jerry.
Bye, Jerry.
Bye, Jerry.
Well, he was nice.
Yeah, he was
you're back from the toilet straight. You got another drink.
Yeah, what did I miss?
You missed Jerry the Cum Fairy.
That's made up.
He was great. He showed us the way out.
The door.
No.
No, another one. Another way out.
The vents, John.
The vents.
I mean, there a fire exit. Why would you go for the vent? Do you see how big the vents
The vents
are?
lead to the Nexus.
What fucking next?
The Nexus, John.
Like a train station?
You gotta meet Jerry. If he comes back,
He'll explain it.
He'll explain it.
Jerry.
Jerry the
Yeah.
Cum Fairy.
There's a lot
I'm
of
not sure I want to meet a cum fairy.
I mean, it's quite nice.
That's
actually.
quite
That's
prejudice.
yeah, it's very prejudiced.
Yeah.
Come fairy or fairies like everyone else, yeah.
You should.
I am, but I'm sure by nature of his description, be it a description of his person or a job title or whatever, or even a noble title, I don't know. He probably
He's a
handles.
part of the aristocracy.
He probably handles at least a not insignificant amount of semen.
Yeah. He explained that.
Does he
Listen to
wash
the
his hands?
episode. I don't know.
Alright, I'll listen back. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Well, what we're here to actually talk about is video games.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah. Apparently, that's the basis. Should we start from right or left?
Daniel's been playing his game all throughout this. So
Yeah,
You forget to talk about your game.
Yeah, man. So I have a weed empire
Oh, of course.
One of these sort of. Yeah. Okay.
called Weed Inc.
Yeah. No, that's on PC, isn't it? We don't. Is it like Plague Inc?
no.
So it's this
Oh.
shit.
Ah.
This shit right here.
That's such trash.
What are you on about? It's not fucking
What is
trash.
with the frame?
That's like a Papa's Pizzeria game.
It takes it's just
Cooking
because,
Mama.
it's because I've got such a big
No.
farm that it takes a while for it all to load.
Right. So what do you do in weeding?
Right, so I've
Weeding
currently got
and
a
being incorporated.
I've got a dispenser in California. I'm just the one. It was a small startup, and I'm sort of building up a bit of a profile in the weed world.
Yeah.
So you have to concern yourself with out the front. You've got as you upgrade, you get more customers per minute, and then you've also got that's out front. You've got someone working the till. You've got the bottling section,
You bottle weed.
which is where all of the buds come from that get put into the little jars and then put through to the shop floor.
See.
And then past that, you have the floor. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strains currently being farmed. So as you gradually upgrade, you get more and more cutters who will cut off the buds, and then past that, put it onto the conveyor belt, which will then get shipped out to bottling. So yeah, I've just got. So you can expand. Well, the current premises I'm in is you can expand it 3 times,
Yes.
and then you have to move out of that. You move out of San Francisco. It's basically just building a massive weed empire.
Do you have influence on legislation?
Well, it's in California, so it's legal.
Yeah, but can you legalize it in other places
Yeah,
to
can
expand
you,
your
like,
market?
sway-
I'm not sure.
governments.
I doubt it. I don't think the game is thought that much into it. I think it's probably just going to take me to other places where you can have weed. So the strains that I've got at the moment is Jack Herrer, California Kush, Northern Lights, Sour Diesel, Skywalker OG, White Rhino, Silver Haze, Gorilla Glue, and Granddaddy Purple.
I'm shocked I've heard of most of those.
Any Bubba Kush.
I mean, I have. Just think. 1,
Big smokes.
2.
the largest of smokes.
I had 3 of those,
Ooh.
which is yeah.
You know how you get cigars?
Weed cigars.
Weed cigars,
Blunts.
yeah. There's a blunt of weed
It's
cigar.
always
that's a
weed
blunt,
and
yeah.
cigar.
It's just it's effectively just a
Well,
hollow.
that's like cigar paper is tobacco leaves.
Yeah.
So
That's what a joint is weed and tobacco.
No, a joint is just weed.
Is it?
Weed and tobacco is as a spliff.
I was just called it a joint.
we've been wrong for a long time.
Apparently so.
Well,
I
yeah.
haven't smoked so
Well,
much.
here people call blunts
Probably shouldn't
what
say
I
anything.
call a joint,
Yeah.
which is just weed. But people call, but a blunt is the whole point of a blunt is that it's a blunt wrap.
And
But
it's a
then,
blunt end.
but I have seen people hollow out cigars and just put weed in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's the aesthetic more than anything else.
Well, also it's a lot of weed. Like a lot of fucking weed. Like a lot of fucking weed.
But if you think that a normal joint, about 1.2 grams maybe goes in a joint, and consider how big one of those, like, are you talking like a big fucking Cuban, or are you going for a long daddy like a Churchill?
I'm most familiar with a Cuban.
That's
We're now
that's
a weed podcast.
Were we ever not? There was
we just
something
try and
was
get a
the
new
general
we just try and get a new strain every week.
Alright, so you're playing some kind of weed video game where you
Yeah.
can't play with fake weed.
Is there microtransactions in your mobile weed?
Of course there is, but I don't engage in it with any
Good,
stuff.
good. But do you feel like your gameplay would be sped up exponentially if you did?
Answer's yes.
I mean, you can have like VIP stuff and everything like that, and you don't have like. But sometimes
What's
I
the
kind
currency?
like as in like in game.
Yeah, it's like weed bucks.
What is the
Yeah,
currency?
it's just it's like a green banknote. It's probably
green. It's green.
yeah. So it's basically just like how dollars are.
Rolling green.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, smoke weed.
Smoke weed every
Puff
day.
on the hash.
Puff
On the devil's lettuce.
The booth.
like the
Puff on the booth.
like the bifta, sorry, Jim. Ooh, spark my ganja.
Smart Mike, I'm a well-known homosexual advocate.
Hey Mike, can we light up in here?
Yeah, get the bong out. I've seen him at a fucking.
You don't want to smoke what's in his bomb.
Yeah, I don't want to touch what he's got, but I got my own stuff.
Man,
I saw him at-
as abyssal.
I saw him at a
You missed
Cypress
that.
Hill concert. It was
Abyssal cum.
Yeah.
fucking massive
What,
ripping
is
bong.
it? Does it glow in the
It's
dark?
like anti-cum.
What?
Anti-cum.
Anti-cum.
Anti-cum?
Pretty sure anti-cum is.
Anti-cum's coming round.
Anti-cum's just alcohol, isn't it?
What?
Anti-cum.
Oh.
Anti-cum.
Wait, how?
Because there's no hope of producing any cum when you're pissed.
Like whiskey dick, actually. Maybe.
Yeah.
Whiskey dick.
Yeah.
Because there's no cum without erection, is there?
I mean, it's
Or can you cum
You could,
flaccid?
you could siphon it out of the balls.
Siphon it.
don't fucking siphon anything out of
You
anywhere.
know when you
sir.
siphon petrol out of a tank?
Yeah, well, you have to
like,
You have to s-
you get a bit in your mouth and you have to. Or you go.
and then just sort of like
Don't swallow petrol.
you
So
just
that's
you
nice.
forget to take your mouth away and you're just guzzling cum.
Kieran, what have you been playing?
Is the conversation done?
It's
We're
not
very
done, but we need to
cum-focused
move on.
This episode, I think, we do need to move on. Kieran, what have you been playing?
So it's an old, well not an old game, but I'm playing it on the Switch. I finished it.
What?
Saints Row the Third.
Ah, okay.
You were playing this
Actually,
in the VR world.
I watched
Yeah.
you on the plane in the VR.
Yeah.
Yeah, funnily enough, in the VR world, we still have to travel.
Yeah.
We had to travel.
It's not
Which-
teleportation,
which-
isn't it?
I mean,
Fucking hell.
traveling's the most fun part of it. You go.
Oh no!
I can confirm that it is not when you're traveling for 24 fucking hours.
When you're travelling with ruffians
Oh,
who've run out of patter.
Old Scottish people that are just angry that the hotel you get to has like the bar's closed. They're like, oh, I was want a pint.
Really, like, tending to the stereotype. Kieran, Saints Row the Third on Switch.
Yeah.
okay.
It's a
I
game
finished it.
about
Gangs.
and breasts.
You
And
get
dicks.
a big doll you can
Wait.
beat the shit out of you with. It's a fun game.
The
it's
primary
stupid.
sexual tension.
The new Saints Row is shit. Saints Row the Third is pretty fun. It's a bit more wild than the second one. Not like Grand Theft Auto, really kind of way slightly. Storyline's pretty good. The only reason I was playing it is because I got it for like £2 on the Switch. I need some play.
You look so tired.
Yeah, I'm fucking what do you call it? It doesn't really. AAA games doesn't really port well onto the Switch from what I've gathered from trying to play The Witcher on it as well.
Notoriously bad ports.
Yeah, it runs in like 720p. It's very laggy. It takes a shit ton of time. Everything's just kind of off. The aiming doesn't really work too well. The movement's pretty shit. Driving's pretty shit. Story, but like, if you're playing for like you have nothing, if you're stuck in one spot and you have nothing else to play, it's pretty fun.
I mean, Saints Row the Third, I think, was the peak of Saints Row games.
In general, if you're playing it on
Down.
a console, it runs pretty well. Like it's remastered or something. That's been pretty good. Yeah, but you have a lot of fun. But playing the Switch isn't great, especially on a 3x screen. And your analog sticks don't really work too well. Is the aim you have to have if you want to play the game? You're gonna have to have auto aim on because it doesn't.
I think that was it. I mean, it was like GTA 4 as well had automatic auto aim.
Yeah,
on it. And that was annoying, but I mean, I guess it can be useful in some games.
You wouldn't need it if you were playing console or PC or whatever the fuck, but it's just because the Switch is just an awful controller to play.
Sorry.
Or interact with.
Was that far?
That was my nose.
Oh, she do.
Sorry, yeah. Nothing else to play. Play Saints Row the Third on Switch.
No, if you're gonna play a game on the Switch, I'd recommend Super Mario or some shit like that. Something that's made for the Switch.
Super Mario!
Yeah.
Mario!
There you go.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
Yippee!
Yippee!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Bitch, you fucked my mother! I don't know, I just heard people screaming. I assumed it was from the back.
Or outside the door.
Yeah, the torture factory in the back.
What?
The torture factory.
Fuck is Mike doing?
You know, you ever watch Saw? So Saw's actually a documentary and it's filmed through it. Yeah, they're getting a bit rowdy.
Well,
man.
we're gonna wrap up here and we're gonna find a way.
I mean, okay, let's go talk about the other half
What,
of
you-
the video game.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I thought you guys didn't get TV in here.
Cool.
I played.
I'm pre-lounge. Like, do you guys not remember your life pre-lounge?
No.
No.
My life is.
Am I the only one that's conscious of a life outside of here?
Yep.
Are you?
Yeah. I remember everything.
I mean,
Or it might not be my life, I might just be influenced
Might
by...
be implanted.
Yeah. He is a tricky bastard, is Mike.
I've been playing Dishonored 2. I actually completed Dishonored 2 for the first time ever, because every time I've tried beforehand, I always stopped on the Clockwork Mansion mission before you actually get into the Clockwork Mansion.
That's such
Me
a great
too.
mission.
Which is a superb fucking level.
Yes.
It's one of the most genius fucking levels, and I'm not adding anything to the conversation by saying this, but fuck it. It is beautifully made.
I've not played it.
It's a
Have you played Dishonored 1?
I've not played any of this one yet.
It's a stealth action game where...
Stealth is not my...
No,
Doesn't have to
neither.
still.
It doesn't have to be
You can
stealth.
play it either way. You
Yeah,
can play it stealth or just go guns.
But it's
I
very
always go
forgiving
guns
stealth.
and guns
You
blazing.
can do that. But the whole idea is that the first game was a revenge flick, the second game also a revenge flick, kind of, more of a redemption flick. But you can play as Corvo Tano or Emily Atano. One is the Empress, one is the Royal Protector.
Who'd you play?
I played as Corvo because I was attached to him from the first game, which I loved. But you basically stealth about in this sort of this very well animated, nice art world. But the Clockwork Mansion level, holy fuck! Like, the whole thing is that the level changes and adapts and like alters and stuff, and you have to find all these unique ways of like exploring the level, and like it shifts and changes around you as you press buttons and fucking all that. And it's such a unique way to have a level in a game. It was brilliant, and freaking everyone else says it, and I agree with it. Brilliant, and the storyline's great. I thought the other sort of unique level in that game is a back in time level.
The one where you can instantly switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very well done as well.
It's unique. I think the whole time travel element is always risky when you bring it into a game. Don't worry about the screaming. Don't worry about the screaming.
I hear it in my sleep.
Yeah. But yeah, I think for the plot, it's risky to bring in time travel stuff.
Another, not to jump in, but another similar thing was done in the Titanfall 2 campaign.
I don't remember that.
Where similar to Dishonored 2 is you could jump, I don't know what button it was in the controller or whatever it was, but it's similar to Dishonored 2, you could instantly jump back and forth in time. And if you jump back in time, you had all the people walking around. Jump forward in time, it was all desolate. Same with Titanfall 2, you could use it as a way of getting, basically a canon plot line to Titanfall 2. But basically, you could use it as a way of getting behind enemies and stuff. So you could jump forward in time and it'd be this like broken down like building, and then you're back in time. You would if you move a wee bit in front of you, let's say an enemy's in front of you, you could go in forward, go in time, forward in time, go walk 2 feet, go back in time, and the guy would be behind you and turn around and kill him pretty easily. Similar with Dishonored 2.
Yeah, and those two levels very unique. Well, maybe the time jumping one not so unique, but the Clockwork Mansion one especially very unique.
Oh no, the time jumping one is the most unique thing I've seen.
Yeah, it's still very good.
More unique than a Clockwork Mansion, I'd say.
You think?
The only other game I can think of is
because Titanfall 2 is an older game as well.
Yeah.
Very good. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed Dishonored 2, and if we keep this going, which I'm sure we will.
Yes.
I will
play Deathloop.
I am playing Deathloop.
You should play Prey as well.
I have played Prey. I haven't completed it.
No, it's hard to complete.
I do need to go back to it, but I'm playing Deathloop at the moment, and I am enjoying it. I have some gripes with it, but I am enjoying it so far. It's definitely not your average shooter stealth game. It's a new kind of thing, and I think maybe that's why it didn't do so well on launch. It's because it's a bit challenging. But yeah, John, you've not been playing Farming Simulator, and you've not been playing Minecraft.
Although we were playing, Kieran and I had a lovely time in the virtual agricultural museum in Prague,
where Daniel tried to do donuts and you...
I just kept doing jumps.
You were doing
cars.
jumps. Yeah.
I was playing it more like Forza Horizon rather than Simulator.
Yeah.
Most of the fun comes in plowing in that game.
Yeah.
and John does a lot of ploughing.
Well, it was all not in English, so very hard to understand the
Anyway.
phones.
Alright, there are 2 games I've played in the time.
Yeah.
And I'm undecided on which I should talk about.
Select a number for each.
Alright. 1 and 2.
2.
Alright, it's that one. Okay, I've been playing a game called Sunless Skies. I'm pretty sure Nathan...
I played that game!
Yeah, he's played that game. It's mostly a story-focused game,
Yeah.
right? It's kind of a roguelike.
But also a resource management.
Yeah, but... Yes, yeah. You have to manage 3 major resources, which is... Fuel, supplies, and terror. But it's mostly a game about exploring a kind of alternate universe set during a kind of a new British Empire in heaven.
It's a sequel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a sequel to Sunless Seas.
Is it the same universe?
It's exactly the same. It's a direct continuation. Yeah, it's...
Because I know you can go above the Sunless Sea in the first game.
Yes.
And is that as it progresses, it's kind of...
Yeah, that's what's interesting. I haven't finished Sunless Seas,
No, neither.
but I can pick up a lot of references from Sunless Seas in Sunless Skies. Like, I'm pretty sure it is a direct continuation. There's just a time gap that allows time to expand the new world.
Technology says.
I mean, they already had trains in the...
There was boats in the first.
Yeah, you travelled by boat, but there were trains to hell and stuff. In Sunless Seas. Yeah, they...
I love those games. Sorry to interrupt you, but like in Sunless Seas and Sunless Sky, it's just like how much you get set back if you die. It's really demoralizing, and it puts you off
I'm playing Son of the Skies in an easier mode where you can reload.
Oh yeah.
Because I found it very hard to play Son of the Seas because it can be very easy to die in those games. Like in Son of the Skies especially, it's like the first time I went into Albion, which is a region that is London, Greater London. The entire map is London.
Albion is also the name of the kingdom's favourite.
It is. And it was the name of England.
Yeah.
Albion.
But it's basically the moment you travel, there's like 4 maps in the game. Yeah, 4.
Is
So
there
you
only
travel.
4 areas?
Yeah, there's only 4, but they're pretty large areas.
I think I've only been to 2.
The Reach and Albion. I mean, it'd be weird if you went to Eleftheria.
I don't know what that is. So
Yeah. But yeah, it's a story built game. Like a lot of the story stuff happens through reading text, and the actual game itself is you're driving a space train from location to location and interacting with the world.
I think it needs voice acting to become more accessible because it is very much walls of text.
I like the reading.
Yeah, I like it, but also it's difficult, like for people with dyslexia or people who don't enjoy reading as much.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
reading
that's
that.
true.
It
bugs me.
can be difficult to get into these kinds of games, which is all text. So voice acting would help.
That said, though, I feel like it would be a very different game with voice acting. Yeah, because
Yes, it's quiet, isn't it?
it's very ambient. I mean, occasionally you get very good music that would come in, but mostly you're just listening to your engine drive. You're listening to the background. You're listening to
change in areas.
yeah, because like it's also partly almost a horror game.
Yeah.
It's all
Also
about
horror.
building tension, and it's about and it does that through sound, lack of it, or building up of it. It's a very good game.
It is.
But for a very specific, the universe is very interesting. It's almost like reading a novel.
Yeah.
But not everyone wants to read a novel.
It's almost entirely lore, almost. Like I mean, there's a run through quest, which is when you start the game, your captain dies and they leave you a black box which you need to get to London.
Yeah.
And so that's sort of like your go through. But you can do whatever you want.
Did you finish that quest?
No. There's something there.
I don't want to tell you.
Yeah, don't. No, I would like to go back and properly go at it. But I feel like when I play Son of the Skies, I need to like commit myself to it, and I write pages of notes and stuff while I'm playing it, and I keep track of quests and I keep track of because trading is a really important thing in it.
Yeah.
And you need to know where the
You
good
need money to
deals are.
survive.
Yeah, you need to know.
It's not as bad in Sunless Seas. You did have to take notes.
Yeah.
In Sunless Skies, you have a journal. You have these prospects, which is basically missions you can choose for trading. So you'll always know where you can sell something.
Also, wikis are very good for this as well.
Don't touch the wiki. Some games, like you don't touch the wiki because you're guaranteed to spoil yourself by accident. You know?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Son of the Skies.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, there's some rumblings, and we've heard the scream.
Oh, that's my ride.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
Can you just leave like that?
At the
yeah, door. I've told you
You
every
went
time,
through.
door.
It doesn't work.
There's screams, John. You can't just leave us here when there's. And Mike is getting feisty behind the bar.
I'm telling you, all of that is my ride. The screams, Mike, the rumbling. It's all me.
Cheryl sort of turned into, in Coraline when
The spider.
Yeah, she's sort of turned into
Oh
that.
god. Right. Okay. Jesus, John, don't fucking go.
I gotta go. My ride's here.
Okay. What? No.
Door, guys, door.
No, there's no door. What are you opening? There's nothing there. Don't. Why are you just dancing?
Yeah, I'm dancing on the threshold.
Where are you going? You're just disappearing. It's why you visit. We gotta get out if you.
Yeah, I don't like this place
I don't
anymore.
want to go.
We gotta go.
You don't want to go.
I want to go, but I'm I'm worried.
Right, we gotta go.
I'm
Right.
Worried.
The vents opening up.
Yeah, into the vents, like the cum fairy said, into the
Oh.
vents.
Can
Come
I
on.
just finish my beer?
No.
Take the beers. Take
the beers.
Right. Has anyone got a screwdriver or a penny or something? Anything?
Just
He's
pull it.
watching, guys. He's watching.
Fucking go.
He's watching.
Fucking
He's
pull it
watching.
down.
Rip it.
Right, in, everyone in. Come on, follow
Okay,
my
we're
lead.
in, we're
in
in.
we go. We're going. Jesus Christ, I can hear them behind me. There's something skittering up the fucking bend.
They're coming.
Jesus Christ.
Ah! It's got my foot.
Kieran, grab
Cut it off!
Move.
Cut it off!
It's
Cut
got-
it off!
Go. His foot.
Ah, fuck!
Drag him.
Move.
God!
Move it up.
Right, we're going left. Always go left in a maze. Always go left in a
Has
maze.
anyone got a belt? I can use that tourniquet.
Fuck it, yes,
I'm
take my
using
belt.
quite a lot of blood.
Take my belt.
I'm using a lot of blood.
Take my belt.
I'm using blood.
Take my
I'm
belt.
losing blood.
Wrap it up.
I'm wrapping it. I'm wrapping it.
Down the fucking Jesus. Alright, hang on. Whoa, oh fuck, this is slippy, it's a slide!
Do we go after him?
Fuck it, we've got nothing else.
You go. I'll go
Oh,
next.
fuck, here we go.
Ah!
Guys,
Wait, you're here too?
can you hear the clattering?
There's like a there's I can hear little sort of almost like little hair dryers, little
What the fuck is
There's a
that?
breeze coming from little vents and
yeah. But
a smell of wax and
wait, I think
John.
what is that?
Oh, hey, you made it.
Where? How did you?
Door.
What door? We slid down the vent. Dad just lost a leg.
Door.
You not notice I've lost a limb?
You weren't using it. I mean,
I was using it perfectly well.
John, where are we?
oh, it's the Latency Alley.
At least 4 Prats.